Answers to that eternal question. What is the sound of one hand clapping? How much is too much? There is no such thing as too much masturbation. Quite frankly, the more you do it, the better it will become. Like any skill, you can only master it after hours and hours of intense practice and study. Think of masturbation as the ultimate endurance test, preparing you for many sexually active years to come. Many guys have bragged that during their potent teen years, they have managed to masturbate up to 15 times a day. This doesn't seem humanly possible. But if there's any truth to it, we say more power to them. The only time you should even think about stopping is if you begin to develop serious scar tissue, or if you notice that you haven't left your room for a few weeks. Frequent masturbation only becomes a detriment when it causes you to ignore basic hygiene and survival needs. If you're masturbating instead of eating, bathing, or experiencing occasional daylight, then you might want to think about laying off the little fella for a while. 2. Will it interfere with my ability to get a real woman? Let's face it, when you're a teenager, the chances are pretty slim that you're going to be getting much sex anyway. If you don't masturbate, you're going to endure a lot of annoying and possibly painful erections. Just accept the reality that this is probably the best and only sex that you're going to get right now, and worry about your chances with women later. Besides, in the greater scheme of things, masturbation should just be a little side dish, one course from the elaborate menu of sexual dining. To say that sex supersedes masturbation is like suggesting that no one who owns a car occasionally likes to walk instead. You may even discover that sometimes masturbation can be better than sex. It does not always take two to tango, but that doesn't mean you've given up dancing partners for life. The only reason to get concerned is if it continues to be your primary source of sexual activity well into adulthood. If you're 35 years old, you still haven't had a real sexual experience with a woman, and you've spent your entire life savings on phone sex lines, then it might be time to rethink your situation. 3. What do I need to get started? Part of the beauty of masturbation is that it is virtually detail-free. All you need is a comfortable environment, an active imagination, and a lot of free time. If anything needs pre-planning, it is the location. The most vital aspect of a pleasant masturbatory experience is finding a spot where you feel safe and without fear that someone, like, say, your parents, may come barging in at any moment. A lot of guys opt for the bathroom, as this is where they discovered masturbation in the first place, and it's not considered unusual to lock the doors and make loud, ecstatic noises. If you feel particularly brave, you might want to move the proceedings to your bedroom, which is a lot more comfortable, and some would say even romantic. Let's skip forward. What do I call it? Okay, what do I call it? A lot of guys have a problem calling masturbation masturbation. We have to agree that masturbation is an ugly word, far too utilitarian for an activity filled with so much fun and naughtiness. But there are more ways to describe masturbation than you might expect. Now, here's where it gets interesting. After doing extensive research, we discovered thousands of alternative names for masturbation that more than accurately embodied the frivolity of every guy's favourite hobby. Here are just a few of our favourites. Now, bear with me for this. I need to take a deep breath. Adjusting the set, applying the handbrake, attacking the one-eyed purple-headed Moria, auditioning the hand puppet, backstroke roulette, bashing the bishop, basting the roast, beating the bed flute, beating the bologna, beating your meat, beating off, beating the old man, beating the pud, beef off, stroke it off, beating your own best friend, being a virtuoso of the skin flute, bleeding the lizard, bleeding the weed, blowing a load, blowing your own horn, bludgeoning the beefsteak, bopping the bologna, bopping the bonzo, boxing the bold champ, boxing the Jesuit, burping the baby, buttering the corn, caning the vandal, charming the snake, checking for testicular cancer, choking the cherub, choking the chicken, choking Kojak, choking the... What the fuck? I'm missing a page. Choking the sheriff and waiting for the posse to come. Christening the Coca-Cola of whatever. Churning the butter, cleaning your rifle, clearing the snorkel, climbing Mount Baldy, clobbering the Kleenex, closet frisbee, clubbing the clam, the Colonel Sanders Heimlich maneuver. Coming to grips with yourself, coming into your own, couch hockey for one, cranking the shank, crimping the wire, crowning the king, crusting the rug, cuffing the carrot, dancing with Johnny One-Eye, dating Miss Michigan, dating Rosie Palm and her 5 sisters, defrosting the fridge, den Schwanzmelken, diddling, digging for change, dipping the deity, disciplining the monkey, doing the 5-knuckle shuffle, doing the pork sword jiggle, doing the solitary rumba, doing the white knuckler, doing your own thing, draining the druid, draining the poisons from the building, drilling for spooge, driving the skin bus, dry humping the ottoman, dundering the devil dolphin, electing the president, escorting the one-eyed postal worker out of its denim cell, faxing Jimmy Dean, firing the flesh musket, firing the surgeon... Oh, fuck. I've logged out. Got to log back in.
Let's keep going, it's fine.
18380D. Okay. Oh shit, I just said half my password out loud. Okay, where was I? Oh yes. Firing the Surgeon General, fishing for zipper trout, flicking the bick, floating potential down the Nile, flogging the dog, flogging your dumber brother, fly fishing, freeing Willy, frosting the pastries, galloping the antelope, genitalic stimulation via phalangenic motion, getting chafed, getting a date with slick mittens, getting the German soldier marching, getting the glue stick, getting a grip on things, getting off, getting your palm read by Mr. Softy, giving it a tug, giving yourself a low five, glazing the donut, gluing the lady's good eyes shut, going blind, going a couple of rounds with old Josh, going on Pee-wee's little adventure, grappling the gorilla, greasing the gears, greasing the glove, gripping the pencil, hacking the hog, Han Solo, handiwork, hanging Judas till he pukes pennies, hard labour, having an arm wrestle with your one-eyed vessel, having a conversation with the one-eyed trouser snake, having a date with 50 Palmer, having a one-night stand with yourself, having sex with someone you love, having a tug-of-war with the Cyclops, hitchhiking under the big top, holding the sausage hostage, holding your own, honing your craft, horny toad waltz, hugging the hog, humping the Hindu, ironing out some wrinkles, jackhammering, jacking off, jazzing yourself, jerking the gherkin, jerking Jambi, jizz-lobbing, juggling the coins, justice by your own hands, kneading the knave, nugging the bone, lithering the limpet, launching the hand shuttle, loping the mule, love's labour's lost, loving the muppet, lubing the tube, making the bold man puke, making Buddha cry, making friends with Big Ed, making instant pudding, making the mitre brighter, making scene with the magazine, making yourself at home, mangling the midget, manhandling the Monsignor, manipulating the mango, manning the cockpit, manual labour, master bacon, milking the cow, molesting the mole, mounting a corporal and four, Onan's Olympics, one gun salute, one man show, one off the wrist, orgy of one, packing your palm, paddling Pontius Pilate's party pepperoni. God, this tongue twister's killing me. Paddling the putt, painting the ceiling, pearling the oyster, peeling some chilies, performing diagnostics, petting the puppy, phoning the. I've lost the fucking page. Phoning the Tsar, playing a little 5-on-1, playing a one-stringed guitar, playing peekaboo with Mr. Johnson, playing the pocket pool, playing the skin flute, playing with the spinning llama, playing tag with the pink torpedo, blah, blah, blah. We'll skip down to the last couple. Whittling the stick, windsurfing on Mount Baldy, wonking your conker, working out a stiff joint, wrestling with the bald-headed champion, wringing out your rope, wrist aerobics, yanking the crank, yanking Spanky, yanking the Yahoo, yanking the yo-yo.
I'm in
And
this...
before the game.
No, shush. One of my classes this year was a class that made videos for the school announcements, which are on every morning. They just like debut like little advertisements for like clubs and stuff. And there was like this joke going on the whole year about if you searched one of my friend's mom in Google, her picture came up. So like to fuck with them, like we all set that picture as like our backgrounds on like our iPods and like our computers. And we always printed them out and then like dropped them around the school and stuff. And put like his number on the back. And since I had that class in the announcements, I put her picture on a few of my videos. And my teacher gets kind of like, I don't know, he kind of notices when you like chop up your videos. So like I purposely chopped up my video a lot, and I inserted a picture of his mom in the middle of one of my videos, like a subliminal message. And my teacher like double checks all the videos before they go on the announcements. And so we finished it, and he's like watching it. I wasn't there. He was watching it on his off period. And it like flashes by for a millisecond. But I guess someone was getting back at me, and when he was watching the video, he noticed a picture of a woman. So the next time I had his class, he called me over and he's like, "Randy, what is this on my video?" And I was like, "What?" And he goes to that point, and apparently someone took out the picture of his mom and put a picture of my mom in it. And I was like, "Holy shit. What the fuck?" And they were all they got me back. Yeah. Moral of the story. Don't fuck with people.
Epic.